Maybe feel that way because he's honestly my favorite person, but still. Teddy's a close second, but I like Atticus. Great there. Me. What's this? Trains aren't running right now. I need to cut through the back alleys to avoid being spotted. The street just behind me should lead to the wharf. I've nearly made it. If I take that side alley to Sorry Square, I can reach the wharf. In my Belfrog days, we only lifted valuables, never hard capital. Being this lucky feels a bit surreal. The stranger's gonna come around. Speaking of which, I haven't had a moment to count the money. The bullfrogs used to warn us not to count our prey before we were safe at home. But what's the harm in a little... Are you serious? What were you doing in the... 150, 200? Thanks, that's a lot of money. How are we doing in the... Mighty thanks for confirming. Jimmy. Molly's right hand, the side that doesn't care if his cleaver hits friend or foe when he starts swinging. Did we pick up? Did I remember to get the freaking son of a gun? I don't think I did. This is the little. Oh crap. Guilty as charged. I thought my cover was blown when you started bobbing and weaving through the streets, but turns out you're just a shifty vixen by nature. Not another step, Jimmy. Not until you tell me why you've been following me. I've come to collect. Perhaps I can get around him. My bad luck that I've not got the proper shoes on for roof jumping. Though I can still lose him in the back alley. I spied that glance away. You really going to have me charge after you? Even at a dead sprint, it's a long shot. And once I reach the wharf, the area's crawling with dockhounds to boot. That money wasn't for you, Clara. Molly wanted Atticus to win, but he wasn't supposed to lose it to you. You threw a spanner in the plan. Why is Molly going for Atticus? I should have known something was amiss. I've seldom seen the average London lush earn much at the tables, left alone this small fortune. Molly must have needed Atticus indebted to her. Whatever she's cooking up, it starts with bringing the luck of gambling drunk. Oh, it's an ambitious plan, that's all I'll say. When she pulls this off, they'll shake up all of London. Now, here's the rub. You stole that money, so I'm stood in the back. There's nothing for it. I need him out of my way. Is this the best I can do? After all, this Jimmy Batteridge, this pompous prick, this be what takes me down? Blast. If only I had... I'm so mad. I wonder if we would have been able to pick it up. I must have left it back at the Rose. A lapse which might now cost me everything. Unsheathe the stiletto. One last warning, Jimmy. Well, you're off your rocker. What you've got? A hat pin in your skirt? A toothpick? Nothing on you that would get through this thick hide. Then I'll plant this toothpick in the roof of your mouth. Slike off your buttocks. Perhaps your good eye? We're not gonna outrun him. Chuck the blade in his eye. Jimmy is shockingly quick, or perhaps I'm simply out of practice. He brings up his cleaver, and with a harmless claim, a knife, son of a gun, bounces away. The only thing left is to run. And we lost our stiletto. I flee. Behind me, I hear hoofbeats on cobblestone. Jimmy is charging, eating up the distance between us like it's nothing at all. Before anything, I wanna wrong thing. I wanna have this correct. This is physical condition. Tact is. This is what it really does. Intellect, intuition. We're at 90. And what's our 19? Black bio was into Till he has me by the arm. He raises his cleaver. The butt swings towards me and come on, Otto. Are you serious? Where? Try to speak. Jimmy, that point in Molly's blasted game. Awareness is slowly coming, but soon enough I find myself blinking up into the caustic glare of London's lamplight. I am alone in Baker's Lane, and of course my stolen winnings are out. Do we have our documents? Yes. As is my hope of departing to London tonight. I made a bloody mess of it. What now? Where in the world's many hells do I go from here? Please don't bring this stranger around. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. A tweet sentimental notion. My mistake was in believing I was above these games. I am not. I could not even outmaneuver the simplest of Molly's schemes, because you put yourself in the scheme. Saints knows I was never any good at that. For a moment I fear I might be rendered insensate again. But I keep my consciousness and time slips by. And time slips slowly by. For a time I'm content to simply sit and indulge in this wholly unnerved self-pity. Unearned self-pity. What now? Would you like a hand, Miss Reed? Have I any choice? Here to hurry me alone, officer, lest I be written up for vagrancy. I'm not a Bobby, Miss Reed. My apologies for lumping you in with that lot then. Wouldn't want to besmirch your good name. In the interest of full disclosure, Miss Reed, I counted myself among the blue bands once. I left that life behind me, though, and these days I find myself working cases for a rather generous patron. Not a mutton shunner here, for all the good that does me. It appears you've just been robbed. I'm afraid I have. Our good Mr. Daly was set up by Molly and her lot. They rigged his tables. They were to take the money off of him when he left the bar. Alas, I had that you would not be lingering in the gutter where your evening going well. Molly again. I should have spotted sooner. How foolish of me. On the contrary, you were just unlucky. Had Jimmy not been lurking around, you would have gotten the money to Green Street, and the dock house would be loath to take it out on Green Street's hiding the way they did with you. Never underestimate Molly O'Malley. She must have posted someone outside the bar to wait for Atticus to keep tabs on the capital, and my leaving through the window was enough to give them the slip. You knew where I was intending to bring the 10? Those that I work for had their suspicions. They surmised your intent to leave London. I do not take kindly to be followed and spied upon. Miss Reed, I'm here on specific business with you. I'm afraid I must ask you again. What do you know of the Curtisan killer? I know little more than I did before. I came here to entreat your assistance, Miss Reed. My patron requests your aid in hunting the perpetrator down. Why? Why are these horrors in the thrice damned world? Should I care about this one? My employees have a vested interest in solving this case. That is not an answer. I am afraid not. Why have they deigned to get involved now? That's a good question. They wish to get involved because they wish for the murders to stop. Psst, past that. I cannot pretend to guess my previous motivations. Is that not enough? I don't think we have anything for this. Look for more. Oh, we rolled an 11. There's more to it than that. The cabal itself may care a little for the killings. This man, on the other hand, his care is genuine enough, and he will see it stopped. What do they offer? What they offer me, these generous patrons of yours, in return for my service? I have never once worked for free, and I do not intend to start. They pay well, very well. I do not exaggerate when I call them generous. Their patronage is what allows me to pursue my work as a gumshoe. It's a private detective. Capital, in and of itself, will go a ways toward ensuring my continued safety. They can also, of course, offer you protection, as well as their substantial resources towards the effort of solving this case. Entry to the crime scene, to the morgue, and access to any leads we have thus far. Why are you... You mentioned protection. From troubles that come from abroad. My patrons represent a host of private contractors who pursue various interests that align with their own. It may not be worth much to you, Miss Reed, but I personally believe their goals are just, or at the very least, often sensible. That tells me extraordinarily little about their character. My patrons will denounce you, should you become too great a liability, but it will take much more than past transgressions, petty theft, or illegal street walking to force their hand in such a way. A wealthy American family has placed a bounty on my head. My patrons are aware of the Lancaster family's incentive, as well as your history with them. They are prepared to dedicate themselves to your protection and deal with the Lancasters in whatever way most efficiently removes the problem. I have no means of knowing how long it might take for the Lancaster's goons to track me down, so protection wouldn't go awry. That's good to know. The notion that my affairs may be known through this enigmatic organization is unsettling, to say the least. Alright. Yes, I'll work with you to find the Curtisan killer. You have my aid till the butcher is dead or jailed. Or till the great pit itself opens to swallow up the Thames. I might at least seek justice for the victims of the aimless killer. I make no promises regarding the purchase of my servitude after the villain is put down. We shall see. I can't make any promises either, but if you're willing to dole out pay and protection, then my skills are yours. The Lord knows I've gotten into bed with worse, literally in some cases. I'm pleased to hear that, Miss Reed. For now, I would suggest you return to the bell jar and get some rest. That's not a bad idea. And begging your pardon, Miss Reed, but I believe you took quite a thrashing not long ago. It wouldn't do to have you concussed and reeling. A ditch of scratch mine and a warm bed seems the best course for you. He is quite right. I'll send a missive round to the bell jar in the morning. Let me know if anything else comes up. Till then, Miss Reed. Till then. I can't believe